When you put God at the center of your life and when you put Him at the center of your work and your family, greatness abounds. He blossoms it. He makes it awesome. And we've been honored and favored to have that happen here for 18 years. And we pray that it'll continue to go into the future and really become a signature program for ACU and the College of Business.
You know, I think for students, particularly when you're in college, you need a chance to step away and just look at the world differently and just hear different voices. And I think you need these mountaintop experiences. You need a chance just to step back, just see the grandeur around you. I think you're reminded of God's presence. And right as you're ready to listen, you have godly men and women who are speaking truth to you. And I just think that's invaluable.
It's a blend of academic rigor, spiritual challenge, and then professional experience from all walks of life.
This is the day that the Lord hath made. Let us rejoice.
We have class sessions where we have CEOs, we have church leaders that come and speak to them, we have missionaries from overseas that come and speak to them about leadership. This year we have 4 different family mentoring sessions which students go through each of those, and we try to pick families in different phases of the family life cycle, talk about life and about leadership and about commitment and about family and faith and what that looks like to be a Jesus follower.
When we're on campus, they're distracted through their day-to-day activities, jobs, boyfriends, girlfriends, life gets in the way. But when we're on the mountain, we can pour into them in a way that's focused, and we're developing the type of relationships that our mission calls us to do.
You are getting people that have been in the field and have lived this life and are telling you how you can actually do leadership well.
It's a very concrete break from your routine, and especially the scenery, of course, is completely different from Abilene. And so just being in the mountains, being surrounded by just this apparent glory of God and His creation is just something that clicks your mind that this is something different, and it focuses you in a little bit more on what's going on and how important this really is.
Just waking up in the morning, seeing the sun come over the mountains, and also just kind of the idea of getting away from everything. Being up here, you don't have great cell phone service. We're not using laptops. We don't have Wi-Fi really. It's kind of nice just to unplug and like be up here with the people that are here, and you kind of have that shared experience of you went up to the mountain and experienced it, now you can come down and live it out.
We know how great ACU is and like how impactful it has been in a lot of students' lives, but just coming up to the mountain and being surrounded by God's beauty just kind of emphasizes a little bit more of, you know, the meaning of why we're here.
Abilene Christian University is setting the tone where you're allowing these young people to get away, to be still, to think, to go deeper, to realize who they are and who they need to develop relationships with.
We're able to pour into them lessons of life and leadership that we've learned, and then they are able to take those and truly fulfill ACU's mission of changing the world.
These students, they're being impacted and they're being equipped to know that it's not only okay to share my faith, it's powerful to share my faith. I believe that if the last century was focused on missionaries going out with a Bible to share the good news, I believe that the next century, the kingdom will be blessed the most by Christian businessmen and women living out their faith through their businesses.
There's a certain kind of status quo in the workplace, in the business and the marketplace, and I want to challenge that. And that's one thing I've learned here, is that you can be a faithful servant of the Lord while working diligently in the workplace, and that's something that I want to challenge and take out there.
No matter how we toss the dice, it has to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me.
My favorite part of Leadership Summit is the ability to let my hair down and to have some fun with the students. I think it allows them the opportunity to see that we're real humans and that we like to have fun and that we like to invest in them in a different way that relates a lot better sometimes than the traditional classroom.
because of the family style environment in the mountains, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, they're interacting with all these speakers. And when I invite speakers to Summit, my initial ask is don't come just to fly in and fly out. We want you to come for a couple of days because we want you to know the students, we want you to eat with them, we want you to hang out with them, mentor them, find out what we're doing, and let God work in that way, and then speak to us.
When you see the lights come on in the students here, to have the students line up to talk with you, to ask questions, to dig deeper, to put you aside somewhere else walking around this facility, that's phenomenal. That's when you know that that being a part of Leadership Summit is so much bigger than just being a guy who happened to get invited. It's God working through a lot of men and women who come here to invest in these young people and to open their eyes to things that they never dreamed.
I want to be a part of greatness. I want to invest in what will make this country greater. And Abilene Christian University and what you all are trying to accomplish of raising up leadership. I love being a part of that.
I think we look at our 21st century vision, you look at something like Summit, it's not additive to what we do, it's at the center of what we do. I think students need to have experiences where they're really able to see God's calling and how it's been lived out by other men and women, and be able to hear advice on leadership, advice on living your life in a way that honors God, but also utilizes your strengths and your skills. And that's what we're about. We're about training men and women for Christian service and leadership throughout the world.